So right now we're gonna do class 17. I don't know if you've been doing it or not, or keeping track or going in order. It really doesn't matter. Do something. I'm actually pretty sore right now. I'm gonna see how it goes. I don't know what got me so sore. I don't know if the 2 previous workouts I did or went running. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sore. So if you see me moving a little like a crippled old lady, it's because I'm in pain. So for this class, I'm gonna use my dumbbells. I'm gonna use the 3 pounds. Again, remember, you can go lighter, you can go heavier. No dumbbells at all. I'm gonna use my little stool bench. Use a chair, anything that you have. It can be a little bit lower. The higher, the more difficult it is. And I'm gonna use my bouncy ball. Again, there's always an option to use a pillow. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with my left foot down, and I'm gonna start with my right foot on the bench. Right now, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna keep my heel down, and I'm just gonna stack my shoulders off the hip, scoop the belly, hug the rib again, find a nice little tuck of the chin, and we lift and lower. Just lift and lower the heel. And let's go for 10. And 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. 3. 2. 1. Finish with the heel up. Now bend your left knee slightly. Try not to stick your booty out. Try to keep your shoulders stacked over the hip. And tiny little pulses up and down. We go for 16 and 15 and 14 and 13 and 12, 11 and 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. It's a tiny little bend. Extend the leg, lower the heel. This time I'm going to lift the right heel, so it's going to make it a little bit more challenging for balance. We're going to lift and we're going to lower. Remember, hold on to something, the wall, furniture, a counter, if you are not good with balance. Some days we're good with balance, some days we're not. Now let's go for 8 more. 8, 7, scoop. 6, 5, elevate the pelvic floor. 3 more. 2 more. And finish with the heel high on both feet. And stack your shoulders over the hips. I almost hinge forward. And tiny little pulses. We go for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and stretch, and lower. Take a little deep breath. And now we're gonna add the arms. We're gonna keep the right heel up. Feel free to bring it down if it's a little bit easier. And we're gonna do a little bicep curl, just bending and extending the right knee. Try not to hinge forward. And let's go for 16, and 15, and 14. Chest is wide, shoulders stable. And let's go for 10. 9 more. 8 more. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, and 3 more. 2 more. Hold the plie, hold the little bend, and hold the hands up, and we go for tiny little pulses. We go for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and stretch. Now I'm gonna lower the right heel. I'm gonna hinge forward. I'm gonna bring my hands down, my hands back, and bending and extending. Let's go for 8 only, 7 only, 6 only, 5, 4, 3, 2, extend the arms, bring the hands forward and up, and bending and extending. We go for 8, 7. I'm pressing the dumbbells together because it makes it a little bit easier. Try to stretch the arms. Pause for a second, maybe 3 more. more, 2 more, 1 more. Keep the arms straight, bring them down. Let's do a combo. We bend the elbows, we extend, we bring the arms up. We bend the elbows, we extend, we bring the hands down. We bend the elbows, we extend, we bring the hands up. We bend the elbows and extend. 2 more, and bend, and up, and bend, and down, and bend, and up, and bend, and down. Now I'm gonna lift the heels of both legs. Bring the hands back. You can press your belly against your thighs. And let's go for 8. Remember, you can do 1 dumbbell and grab the wall counter furniture with the other hand. And let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms up and we go for 8 and 7. Elbow left right down and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring them down. Bend, extend. Bring them up. Bend, extend. Bring them down. Bend, extend. Bring them up. Bend, extend. Bring them down. 2 more and bend, extend. Bring them up and bend, extend. Bring them down and bend, extend. Bring them up. Bend, extend. Bring them down and lower the heel, both. So I'm gonna turn towards the camera. So I have my legs sideways. This is gonna be a little external rotation. Don't overdo it. It's just tiny. Bring the hands in front of your chest and we bend and we extend and we bend and we extend. We go for 16 and 15 and 14 and 13 and 12 more, 11 and 10 and 9. Scoop the belly, squeeze the waist. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. And now we're gonna lift. We lift and we lower. We lift and we lower for 8 and 7, 6 more, and 5 and 4. It's moving. The thing is moving. Hold the heel up. And now bend in tiny ones. And let's go for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch and lower. I don't know if you can appreciate how much my left leg was shaking, but it was. So now I'm gonna put my foot on the bench. Well, it's still on the bench. I'm just gonna be facing the opposite direction. So careful with your balance. Once you start moving, you're gonna find out if you wanna move your left foot forward or stay where it is. Keep the hands next to the body. And we bend and we extend. And we bend and we extend. We bend and we extend. We bend and we extend. We go for 4 more. 3, 2, hold it down. And tiny little pulses. Balance, almost fell. For 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch. So a challenge, I'm gonna bring the dumbbells in front and I'm gonna lower to the ground. Lift my right foot a little bit and come all the way to standing. You can soften the left knee, just not a very deep bend. And we lift and we lower. We come all the way up and we go down and we lift it and we put it on the bench again and we roll up. Stack your shoulders over the hips. I was short the last time. And lower and lift it and lower and up. We go down. Again, you can keep the foot on the ground if having it on the bench feels extremely unstable and not safe. And lift and lower and up and down and lift and lower and up. 5 more and down and lift and lower and up. We go for 4 and lift and lower and up. 3 more and lift right foot down. And I'm gonna do the other side. Shake, shake, shake the leg. I felt it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna keep my right foot on the ground. I hope I remember the sequence. Heel is low, and now my left foot on the bench, also with the heel down. Keep the weights down, find your alignment, and we lift and we lower. And we lift and we lower. And we go for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4. Elevate the pelvic floor, assist your calf. Use your breath. 2 more. 1 more. Hold the heel down and tiny for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and stretch. Now I'm going to lift my left heel, and we're going to go again for those calf raises. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Nice long spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the right knee and tiny little pulses for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and stretch, and lower. So both heels down, hinge forward, keeping the hands down. We're gonna bend and extend for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms up and we go for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring them down. We bend the elbows. Extend. We bring them up. We bend the elbows. Extend. Bring them down. Bend the elbows. Extend. Bring them up. Bend. Extend. Bring them down. And bend. Extend. Bring them up. And bend. Extend. Last one like this. And bend. Extend. Bring them up. And bend. Extend. Bring them down. Now, both heels up. Lift into those toes, ball of the foot, and hinge forward. Press the belly against your thigh for balance. And we go for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, 1. Bring the arms up, and we go for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Combo down and bend. Extend. Bring them up and bend. I don't know if you can see my left leg shaking. And bring them up and bend. Extend. And last one and bend. Extend. Bring them up and bend. Extend. Bring them down and lower. What I'm impressed is how I was able to keep the balance with this leg shaking. So I'm facing you. I have a little external rotation on my right foot, not very big, hands on my chest, and I'm gonna go up and down, up and down. Oh, this ankle still bugs me. And let's go for 16, and 15, and 14, and 13, and 12 more, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, scoop 4, 3, 2, hold it down, and tiny for 16, 15. I think I'm doing it correct. I don't know. I forgot what I did on the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stretch. Now, both heels up. Here we go. We lift and we lower. We lift and we lower. Or we shouldn't. Actually, we stay with the heels up, and we bend and extend. We bend and extend. We bend and extend. We bend and extend. Can you see? Can you hear? Now let's go for 12. Can I pull it up? Can I finish this set? 10 more. I don't know. 8 more. I told you I was sore. My muscles are tired. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Hold it down and time it for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower and stretch. So if I look too serious, it's because I was truly trying to focus on my balance so I wouldn't fall flat on this video. I don't want to repeat because this set is hard. So I'm going to keep my foot on the bench. I'm just facing to the right side, the opposite side. And you're going to have the hands next to your body. And we're just going to bend and we're going to extend. We're going to bend and extend. I'm going to hop forward a little bit. And let's go for 60. And 15. And 14. Chest is lifted. And let's go for 10. I don't remember if I did tiny little pulses. That's the problem. And let's go for it. I have all the sequence in my head, and I'm thinking about the sequence and not about how many repetitions or if I'm throwing little pulses out there. So if I miss, if I'm not symmetrical in each side, I apologize. Please pause this video and do what I'm skipping. Or if I'm doing double, just stare at the screen and laugh at me. And go ahead and hold it down and tiny for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and up. Bring the dumbbells in front. Whew, my balance. This side, pretty bad. So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna lift the leg, lower the leg, roll to standing. Remember, the leg is not locked. It's okay to slightly bend the knee. It's just not a very deep bend. So we lower, we lift, we lower, we lift, we go down, and we lift, and we lower, and we go up, and we go down, and we lift, and we lower, we go up, we go down, we lift, we lower, we go up. Can I do 5? I don't know. We go for 5. We're gonna find out. Are you doing it? Let's go for 4 more. Ooh, balance. And lift. And lower. This is too far now. And up. 3 more. Ooh. And 2 more. And lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. And the last one, we go down. We lift. We lower. We come up. And lower the foot. So I'm very, very, very happy that I finished this sequence because it was challenging and I was suffering. So I'm gonna put my stool away. I'm not gonna need it. I'm gonna keep my dumbbells with me because I am gonna do a little bit more arm work with them. And now I'm gonna grab my bouncy ball. You don't have one? Paper towels, a cushion, a pillow, anything that you can squeeze. Even if it doesn't squeeze too much, a ball will do it. So I'm gonna be laying on the ground with the ball between the knees. And I'm gonna do a combination of bridging with a crunch. And then we're gonna deal on it. So I'm gonna keep my hands up for now. I'm gonna squeeze the ball, find my chin lock, pull the shoulders away from the ears. And I'm gonna lift the hips, squeeze the ball, lower the hips, and crunch. We bring the hands up, we bring the hips up, we squeeze the ball, we lower the hips, keep the squeeze and we crunch. And again, we bridge, we lower, we crunch, and lower, we bridge, and lower, and crunch, and lower, we bridge, and lower, and crunch, and lower, we bridge, and lower, and crunch. Let's add, we bridge and we squeeze for 3, 2, 1. We lower, we crunch and pulse. 1, 2, 3. We bring the hips up. We squeeze the ball for 1, 2, 3. We lower and crunch for 1, 2, 3. We lower, we lift and crunch. And squeeze for 1, 2, 3. We lower and crunch for 1, 2, 3. We lift the hips and go for 1, 2. Squeeze as we lower and we crunch for 1, 2, 3. And 2 more, and we lift and squeeze for 1, 2, 3. You lower and crunch for 1, 2. Last one. We go up and we squeeze for 1, 2, 3. We lower and we crunch for 1, 2, 3, and lower. So as you know, I start moving back because of the bridge. So you might need to scoot forward, or if you can't have enough space in your house, maybe you can go all the way to the end of the room. So let's add. This time, this is what I want you to do. You're gonna bridge, you're gonna lower. This time you're gonna swing the knees in, we crunch, tap the nose on the ball, and lower your feet. Hands are up. So we bridge, squeeze the ball, lower, swing the knees in, crunch, and lower, and lift and squeeze, lower and curl. And again, we bridge, we squeeze, we lower and we curl. 4 more, we lift, we squeeze, we lower, we swing it in. 3 more, we lift, we squeeze, we lower, swing it in. 2 more, we lift, squeeze, we lower, we crunch. And last one like this, we lift and squeeze, we lower, we crunch. Let's add 3. So we lift and we squeeze for 1, 2, 3. We lower, we swing for 1, 2, 3. And bridge, and up, and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. We lower and swing for 1, 2, 3. Again, we lift and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Lower and swing for 1, 2, 3. Again, and lift and squeeze for 1, 2, 3. Lower and swing for 1, 2, 3. Again, we lift and squeeze for 1, 2, 3. We lower and swing for 1, 2. Can we do 3 more and lift and squeeze? 1, 2, 3. We lower and swing. 1, 2, 3. 2 more like this. We lift and squeeze for 1, 2, 3. We lower and we go for 1, 2, 3. Again, we lift and we squeeze. 1, 2, 3. We lower and we go for 1, 2, 3, and lower. So this is the last set we're gonna do, but we're gonna combine, this time stretching the legs out. So this is how it's gonna be. We're gonna bridge, hands stay up when we bridge, squeeze the ball, lower, bring the hands down, head up, stretch, both legs out, and again, we bridge, we squeeze, we lower, we stretch and crunch. Again, we lift and squeeze, lower and stretch. Again, 5 more and lift, lower and stretch. And 4 more and lift and squeeze, lower and stretch. 3 more, lift and squeeze, lower and stretch. 2 more, and lift and squeeze, lower and stretch. And the last one like this, we lift and squeeze, we lower and we stretch. Let's add those 3 little pulses. Are you ready? I am. So we lift and we squeeze for 1, 2, 3. We lower, we stretch the legs and crunch. And we pulse for 1, 2, 3. Keep a light little squeeze on the ball. We lift and we pulse. 1, 2, 3. We roll it down and stretch. We go for 1, 2, 3. Again, we lift and squeeze for 1, 2, 3. We lower and stretch for 1, 2, 3. Again, we lift and bridge and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. We lower and stretch and pull for 1, 2, 3. 4 more. We lift and crunch. 1, 2, 3. We lower and stretch. 2 more, and lift and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. We lower and stretch. We go for 1, 2, 3. Again, we lift and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. We lower and stretch. We go for 1, 2, 3. And release. Take a deep breath. Stretch the arms. Keep the ball between the knees because we are not done with the ball. I know, right? We're gonna lay sideways with the ball between the legs. And now, keeping a little squeeze to the ball, we lift and lower the legs. We lift and lower the legs. And let's go for 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. School 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring the legs slightly forward. Come all the way on your forearm. And we crunch. Release. And we crunch. Release. And we crunch. Release. Try to twist it. And let's go for 12. 11. Curl your spine. Look down. And 8. Keep the ball squeezed. It's hard. 7. 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And sit up tall. Putting the ball on your lower back or your mid back. Once you start bouncing, you're gonna feel the need to bring it up or down. I want you to try to not to throw your shoulders back. I want you to try to stay scoop and crunch as much as you can. And here we go. We're gonna lift the right leg up. We're gonna keep right now the right forearm down. I'm gonna stretch my leg and crunch. And crunch. Stay twisted, but when you swing the knee in, can you twist a little more intense? Just like you were doing with the ball between the knees. And let's go for 10. And 9. And 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And let's find balance. So it's a little more difficult with both hands behind the head. And we twist. Try to twist a lot. And let's go for 16. And 15. And 14. And 13. And 12. 11. And 10. And 9. And 8. 7 more. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And lower. Whew. I know I haven't my ball done the other side. So here we go. We have the ball between the knees. I'm laying on the ground. I'm resting my head on my arm. Keep a nice little squeeze on the legs. We lift and lower. We lift and lower. Stay long. We go for 16 and 15 and 14 and 13. 12 more. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And now bring the legs slightly in front. Come on your forearm. Hand behind the head. And we go crunch. And crunch. Look down. Twist to the left. And we go for 16. And 15. And 14. And 13. 12 more. 11. 10 more. And 9. And 8. And 7. And 6. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Sit up tall. Now let's do the outside, the other side. Lower back, mid back. So We start with the left arm down, the left leg straight, and we twist and crunch and scoop. We go for 16 and 15 and 14 and 13, 12, 11 and 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's find some balance. Twist as much as you can. No hands if possible. We go for 16 and 15 and 14 and 13, 12, 11 and 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. So I'm going to keep the ball because we still have more abdominals to do. And also we're going to do another series using the ball. I shouldn't spoil it, right? So you just have to wait and see. We're going to work on arms. We're going to give the abs a little bit of a break. So you have your dumbbells. And it's going to be very easy. You're going to have your elbows bent very close to the body. And we're going to open out to the side. Bring them towards your shoulders. And lift. And lower. And extend. Bend. Over the head and lower. You can keep the hands in front of your body to make it a little bit easier for the traps and neck to take it. Especially when we're tight on the pecs and on the shoulders. And let's go for 4 more. And 3 more. And 2. And 1. Extend the arms. And again, bending and extending, just like we did standing up. And breathe, and we go for 8. 7. Pause. 6. I forget to pause because you hold a contraction that is better for the triceps and of course is harder. Remember, the brain is always gonna find a shortcut. So sometimes you have to override it. 2 more and bring a lot of awareness to your moves. And the last one, keep the arms up. You're gonna lower 1 and then the other, alternate. We go for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now in front, alternating. We go for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And now we're gonna do to the side and side and side and side for 10 and 9 and 8. Shoulders should be burning. And 6. Again, you can use lighter weights or heavier weights. And 3 and 2 and 1. Bring the dumbbells down. Maybe bring them behind. It's okay if your toes stay on the ground. Try to extend the arms, lift the hips off the ground and lower. Find a little contraction, a little flexion and lower. And lift and lower. And we go for 5. Maybe your feet can come up. 3 more. 2 more. And the last 1. And here we go again to the side, 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 and side. We go for 10 and 9 and 8. Shoulders even, 7 and 6. I'm sweating. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and forward for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 10, up and 9 and 8 and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms up, we bend and extend for 10. And pause, stretch. And 8, and 7, 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. We bend, we open, we bend, we lift, we bend, we open, we bend, we lift, we bend, and open, and bend, and lift, and bend, and open, and bend. Can we do 4 more? My shoulders are burning so bad. 3 more, and down, and open. Last 2, and down, and open, and up. Here we go, last 1, and open, and lift, and lower. Ooh, I can feel it in my arms, so I'm getting rid of them because I do not plan to use them for anything left over in this class. So, I'm gonna grab my ball. I'm gonna put it behind my thigh, so it's between the hamstring and the calf. So, we're gonna be with the toes of the left foot tucked, both hands on the carpet. We're gonna flex also the right foot, and we're just gonna lift and lower, lift and lower. And let's go for 16, and 15, and 14, and 13, 12, 11, 10. Keep your right foot flexed. We're gonna make the hamstring fire a little bit more. And let's go for 4, 3 more, 2 more, and finish with the leg up. And now with your foot flexed, just squeeze the ball and squeeze for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. So we're gonna repeat. You can do exactly what we did right now, or you can come on your forearms if you want. Otherwise, we're gonna lift the left knee up, and we're gonna lift and lower the right. We go like in a plank position. 15, 14, 13, and 12. Flex your foot in, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it up. Squeeze the ball for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Ooh. So before we do the other side, let's do more abdominals. So this one's gonna be fun. You're gonna keep the head up. You're gonna put the ball between your knees and the forehead. And try not to lower the head. Try to scoop the belly. You're gonna actually keep the ball between your left knee and the forehead. And switch. Now the ball to the right knee and switch. To the left. And switch. To the right. You know what? I was not counting. It's on my sweat. It's making the ball go down. Okay, no hands. I'm not gonna cheat anymore. Now let's go for it. 7 more. 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And lower. So if you have a towel handy, if you're gonna do this, wipe yourself because the sweat makes it very slippery. But again, I'm not editing and I'm not repeating. So yeah, another option is help with your hands until you kind of like master it. So let's do the other side. We are gonna put the ball between your hamstring and your calf. Hug your elbows in, tuck your toes of your right foot, flex your left leg, and we lift and we lower, we lift and we lower for 60, and 15, and 14, and 13, and 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and just hold it. Squeeze the ball with your left foot flex for 60, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. So we're coming up, knee off the ground, and we lift and we lower the left, for 60, and 15, and 14, and 13, and 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex and squeeze for 60, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And find a child pose. Don't worry, you're almost done with class. But we're gonna repeat the abdominal. We're gonna do something different. Instead of holding it with the head, we are gonna attempt. Let's see if I can do it. So the ball is between the knees to start. I'm gonna set you up. I'm gonna set myself up. I hope I set up myself for success and not for failure. Hands behind the head. You can interlace your fingers. So you're gonna swing the knees. You're gonna twist and you're gonna hold the ball between your right elbow and your left knee. Come back to center and switch. Come back to center and switch. Give it a little squeeze and switch. Give it a little squeeze and switch. And let's go for 60 and 15 and 14 and 13. 12 more. 11. 10 more. 9 more. 8 more. 7 more. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Roll it down. So we don't need the ball anymore. Adios. So we have our last set. The first two might get a little trickier. Again, there's ways to modify. I'll throw the modifications in there. So you're gonna be on your right hand, you're sideways. You're gonna have your right leg forward. The bottom leg goes forward and the other leg goes back, goes behind. So we're gonna try to extend the legs, going into a side plank and giving me a little oblique and return out. Let's do 3 more. We go for 3. Woo. And down. We go for 2. And let's go for the last one. And stretch. Now, man, I'm so wobbly today. We're gonna do a combo. We're gonna go up into that side plank, oblique. We're gonna turn to our plank. We're gonna do a little push-up. You decide how low you go. Extend. We're gonna return to that side plank and lower. And we're gonna do 3 more. We stretch. Go for that nice oblique length. We go into our plank. We go into our little push-up. we extend. We go into that side stretch, side plank, and lower. Let's do 2 more. We go up, side plank, oblique stretch, plank, little push up, extend, oblique stretch, side plank, and lower. And the last one, we go into that side plank, oblique stretch, plank, push up, extend, stretch it, side plank, and lower. And let's do the other side and we're done with class. I'm really struggling right now. Like I said, I don't know if because I'm sore, the weather, being anxious to start working like out in the studio with all of you. I don't know. But let's see how good or bad I do in this side. So knees are bent, the bottom leg is in the front, the top leg is in the back, and we're gonna stretch. Just go for your obliques and lower. 3 more and stretch. And lower. 2 more. And lower. And lengthen. Let's add a little combo. We go up into side plank, side oblique. Go into your plank. Let me move back here. We do a little push up, extend. We go into that side stretch, side plank, and lower. Let's do 3 more. We go up, side plank, oblique, plank, push up, extend, side plank, and lower. 2 more. Side plank, oblique stretch, plank, push up, extend, stretch it, side plank, and lower. Last one. And side plank, side stretch, plank, push up, extend, and side plank stretch, and lower. So, struggle a little bit there, but I'm done, I'm finished. I hope you enjoyed this class. And let's close. Bring the hands up and over the head. Stretch your arms. Take a deep inhale. And bring the hands down, closing and centering. Enjoy your weekend. I know it's gonna get a little colder, but stay safe. Let's hope that we don't have to stay home much longer, and see you soon.